This game so far, I have recently played a little bit of it, and it is a game that is basically like a choose your own adventure type of thing, where you play as, I don't remember what his name was. It's been a little bit since I last played. Basically you go through an entire storyline with different paths that you can choose from to get different endings. And then there'll be later on there'll be like a whole chart of different paths that I've done or have not done.
Once upon a time, the infamous rover
That's what his name
Reynard
was.
plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. Then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
It's already a dark game, which is pretty freaking... It's dark. It can be a pretty freaking dark game.
The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." "Oh, damn it." The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
But, I love this game's graphics. They look so nice. It's somewhat like a... What is it? What was that other game? Untold Legends? Am I right? I think. I don't remember. It was on the PSP.
The two Ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. "Hey," Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The Ravens cawed and rushed at him.
Left and that's the counter. This game has like a pretty freaking straightforward play style, which I really like. There's some I do like complicated play styles sometimes, but sometimes they can be too complicated.
The kid.
Yeah. I can grab people as well. Chuck them off cliff. Ooh. Yoink. Yeet. That's always fun to do.
Right. The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship Docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. "Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels, or I'm gonna steal your ship." "I'm not taking that damn book anywhere, and neither are you. Try and stop me."
Give me a minute. Hello?
Say hello.
Hi!
Hello. Say hi. Say hi, Corbin. Say hi, Corbin. He's like, nah. There's so much going on. Oh.
Oh.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I bet you don't even have a hero sword.
Sorry about
And
that.
with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Reynardo going to get a hero sword?
So, basically, the whole entire story of this game is also depending on the sword you have, because you can unlock new swords and stuff. Depending on the swords, you can get different paths and open other doors and stuff. Which I only have a basic sword, so. Until now, I believe.
Ore and wind essence? That sounds
Yeah, here we
about
go.
right. Perfect.
Create swords or gems. Ugh. You can level up swords to do all kinds of stuff and all that stuff.
A hero sword.
And now that I have the hero sword,
QED.
I can now do, what is it? I can do more damage, I think. So far, these other ones are pretty freaking cool. Hello? No. Yeah. Well, it already got fixed. Okay. No. Boy? Boy? Hey, how? I've always tried burgers without eating mayo first. I wouldn't do it. I would wait. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Bye. Okay. Oh. Hate getting calls sometimes. There we go. Now I got a new sword, and I believe I can do a little bit more damage as well as open
This is what
gate.
he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Reynardo's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid. He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him. "How'd you get across?" he asked the kid. "Where'd you find a hook?" "I hopped," said the kid. Wise-ass kid. "Hey, look out behind you!" "Q," said Reynardo. Oh, ravens.
Bring it on!
It was time to talk some sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it? Maybe if he meditated at that altar there. He'd remember his old skills.
This is where you also get new skills and stuff, depending on, I believe, how many times you've leveled up your sword? I don't remember, actually. Depending on the truths revealed, you can unlock newer tiers. Depending on the amount of enemies you've killed, you can go and get more skill points. But right now, I don't have any of the truths unlocked, which is not that bad, but it's cool.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never
Try and
completely
go for a
forgot.
hook.
Like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
The hook is pretty. The hook is
And there
really
was the
useful.
Farfarer. She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kessel Run in 12 furlongs. Oh, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush. "Stop!" he shouted. "I'm not giving you the book!" shouted the kid, and took off. "No! Peter!" But the kid ran for it, and a goggler nailed him with its eye beam.
Damn it,
The book
kid.
was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway.
So yeah, this whole entire first part was just
What was
a
the big
tutorial.
deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. "Where are you running, rebel?" cawed the Raven captain over the loudhailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. "Just going out for milk?" Renato yelled back. "Where can you run?" laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. "Take us to the rebel base, and we'll spare your life!" it cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven, a sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time, unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
So basically, this is where the whole entire story of choices starts. So basically, I choose one of these 2 options. I believe more will unlock later on, but for now, there's only these 2, and we're gonna go with Lapino, just for
Lapino.
story's sake.
Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
Let's go save Lapino.
Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty.
There's the sword bench.
Had everybody fled the ravens? Bernardo's blood was up. He just needed to smash something.
Here's some ore. I should be able to upgrade the sword. Nope, I need a shiza ton more. I don't even have a gem.
There was an inscription. No spitting.
No spitting. I could easily jump off this as well, but...
People were frightened these days. Just 2 weeks past, Bernardo had sneaked through an empty town and listened to the ravens caw about the Emperor's new taste in ritual sacrifice.
The music's always nice, at least.
Firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
I do not have a fire sword, though. I only have a basic sword. I do not have any skill points either. Forget. Oh, I'm dumb. I have the freaking hero sword so I can open this hero gate. I'm dumb. Alright, let's go. Oh, this is always fun.
Landing everywhere.
I gotta level up as well.
He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, they'd eat him for breakfast.
Oh, blah, blah,
Snack.
blah.
Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lapino. Where had the mad rabbit got to?
Why am I yelling? It doesn't matter which way we go. There's just more stuff to go over, I guess. Oh, it's because there's a chest down here. Give me that. And then if I go down here, I can go to this and then that. And then I can go over here because I have a skill
He
point.
was ready to learn new things.
A
goodness he
supernatural
didn't have to go to
dash.
school for that.
L stick and X to use. Let's do it.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking.
Yeah,
The more
yeah, I
he
get
fought,
it.
The more he'd probably remember.
There we go. I didn't even have to use the dash.
Renato felt a chill run down his back. Or possibly a flea.
Sorry if I'm not doing a whole bunch of commentary. It is quite hard. Because of the mere fact that there's already commentary and stuff going on. There you go, buddy. Nothing can stop me. And like I said before, I'm not new to this game. I have played a little bit of it recently, so.
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer, and, oh, his only daughter. That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
Nah, we're just gonna go and take Zenobia.
Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of course. She'd been Renato's best friend in Sword Fu school. And you're still mad for her, the rabbit reminded him. They'd been close. She'd told him things no one else knew. But she'd never told him who she really was. She knows all the Emperor's plans, chuckled the master spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
Yeah, but like you said, Renato and Zenobia were both super close together. So what makes you think that Renato's gonna do anything to go and harm her?
The city was already under Zenobia's control.
Ooh, the
I had
dark
to admire her
sword
efficiency.
thing.
Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators.
Well, here, kid.
Could he really turn her over to them? But this was
Grab
war.
this little chest.
It wasn't meant to be pretty.
We.
Have you ever felt you were just going round in circles? Renato felt like that.
Yeah, man, circles are the best. Woo! Woohoo! Oh, la, 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 la. I don't even have the ice sword. Ooh, can't get touched by those things. There's a chest there, but I'm gonna kill this thing first.
Anyone ever tell you have a lovely
Because
eye?
those things can insta-kill. Oh, come here. There you go. Boink. You both are dead.
So, what's this plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lapino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lapino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renato hiding inside a monstrous watermelon. What could possibly go wrong? Thought Renato.
Dang. I guess I'll go with Lupino's geese net
this is
fire
gonna be
thingy.
fun, said Lupino as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan.
Just for the interest of luck.
If I craft a sword now, it's going to be really short.
And sadly, I still don't have enough to make another sword. Because I still need at least even 1 fire essence and then 8 more ores in order to actually go anywhere.
Renato felt restless. Maybe he could focus
Perfect
all that
strike.
energy
Attack
into
me to
something
do the
useful.
previous attack hits to land a perfect strike. Um, Let's go with defensive
Missed his
strike.
old skills. He welcomed them back like he was at a reunion.
Because if I parry now, I can slow down time for a short amount of time. Yeah, boys, still no damage.
Renato felt dubious about the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds, Lupino's idiotic plan worked. Zenobia's ravens ran off after the geese, the net dropped, and Renato jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat. Renato, she said, are those new scars? They look good on you. You never return my velvet jacket. It was my favorite. You look stupid in velvet. Ah, what does an imperial princess know about style? Oh, get a room, you two, said Lupino. But the fleet was coming on fast, so they put Zenobia on the Farfarer and took her east over the Nexus. She'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye, without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Ah, Lupino was right, Renato thought reluctantly. She knows things. She recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators, aren't you? She said, wide-eyed. And then she jumped, with horror. Renato saw Zenobia plummeting. Then he saw the Nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. Ah, she'll head for the Imperial outpost, yelled Lupino. You have to catch her.
Well, I didn't see that coming. That's sarcastic, by the way.
Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer. If he ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost. Well, he did love a good chase.
Of course, he
It was
would
a
love
bit
a good chase.
windy up here.
Yeah, spinning. Let's do this. Blib, 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 blib. This, I believe, is where we get the most ore out of anything, because the crystals can actually shatter.
Who needed bridges anyway?
Oh, I forget what that thing is. Oh, the super badass backward stab. And I still have taken no damage this entire episode. I mean, it's not that impressive, but it's still kind of impressive to me. Because the last time I played this game, I kept getting hit.
He could smell her fear. He tried not to think about the interrogators at the secret base. What did they do to her? Maybe it didn't have to end that way. Maybe he could talk to her. But, after all, there were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his.
I would assume so.
There had to be something useful in these things, didn't there?
Yeah. Ooh, here we go. Alright, upgrade. I can now allow myself to heal. Hold R2 to activate magic swords. Consume energy while activated. Hold left or press left and right to switch swords. And with this one, I can heal. But I'm not really gonna need to heal at all because I haven't even taken damage. Ah, there it is. I did not see that one coming.
Renato reached the outpost. The Imperials there were no match for him. Soon after, Zenobia limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of her, she didn't even try to run. Oh, you left without saying goodbye. Again, he said, please. I'm enjoying this a little too much. She said, shaken. Oh, spare us the chit-chat, would you? Said Lapino as he shackled her hands so she couldn't throw spells. She knows all his plans. All the way back to the freight there, Lapino nagged Renato about how the interrogators would pry all the intel out of Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebel secret base. Renato didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her?
Yeah, that's what I feel like we should do. But that's for another episode. But we're gonna go with we're gonna go and talk to her.
Away from the Nexus, Renato could see the fear in Zenobia's eyes. I can't take her to those creatures at the base, he whispered to Lapino. Ah, you've gone soft. Soft in the head. We captured her for what she knows. I'll take her to the mountains. Tell all the horrible things the Emperor's done. Yeah, believe me. She'll turn. And he turned the wheel. The hell you will, shouted Lapino, and he grabbed the wheel back from him. The two of them wrestled for control of the ship. It shot off like a mad sparrow. Suddenly, Renato was falling.
Well, couldn't say I actually warned anybody or did anything to stop that, so it's also the fact that I am the one who basically tried to go against the plan.
Zenobia was standing over him. Why didn't you take me to the base to be interrogated? She demanded. Do you know what's left of people they interrogate? This is some trick, isn't it? To make me fall for you again. Well, I won't. Oh, go on then. Scurry back to your ravens. I can't stop you. But strangely, she didn't. As Renato set off to find the Farfarer, she followed him, keeping just out of sight of the ravens.
That is all for this episode, everyone. If you liked it, comment down below if I should play more or do something else next. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!